Welcome to the Stan Sheriff Center. Kanoa Leahy courtside with Chris McLaughlin. The Hawaiian Tel FCU starting lineups scrolling at the bottom of your screen. The Rainbow Wahine ranked 12th in the nation, 9-1 to start the year, taking on CSU Bakersfield, 2-9, 0-5 in away games, and of course Hawaii winning the first meeting just a couple of evenings ago right here on this floor. Hawaii serving first here to get this opening set started, and it is Kelsey Sawyer with her first attempt, but the block was up and in full effect. McGill and Taylor able to post up against Kelsey Sawyer, who herself was very impressive against Hawaii the other night. 16 kills on 41 attempts, and some of the highest velocity kills that we've seen in this building. Taylor Higgins sends the next serve long, so Bakersfield on the board.
No surprise that Hawaii got 2 blocks to start off this first set. Something they did really well on the other night. 15-1 in blocks against Bakersfield.
Louisa Martins with the serve. Manu Olivao the pass, and Olivia McGill OMG on her first swing.
All starts with the pass. Manu Olivao puts up a perfect one. Higgins delivers a perfect set, and McGill's a pounder.
KG track 11.
So Ty Manu Olivao, the lone 4-year senior with the serve. Step out goes to Sydney Haynes, and she's able to rattle it off of that proposed block and down for another Roadrunner point. Officials tonight, Ernie Ho is upstairs, Wayne Lee down on the floor, and the line judges, Wes Kawachi and Dean Tamura. Here's Sawyer, senior with the serve. Backside set goes to Nikki Taylor, and she's blocked in roof. Courtney Freeland in the middle. Got the gist of that one, 5'11" junior from Evanston, Wyoming. The team leader in blocks.
She leads them. She's got 20 blocks this year, and no more happier celebration than that one right there when she blocks one of the top players in the country.
So Bakersfield up 1. Here's McGill again in the middle, pulls the string. It was a pancake save. No, Martins thought she pulled it off, busted out the spatula, but Ernie Ho saying no, it tapped the Terraflex. So Hawaii draws even 3, serving 3.
So we'll take a look and see what hits the floor. It's like, close call there. She might have gotten that.
Savannah Kahakai, career-high 23 digs the other night against the Roadrunners with the serve. This is Editza Urias with the swing. Good diving save off the ricochet by Higgins. And Maglio able to send it over, but no return coming from the Roadrunners. So the kill goes to Emily Maglio, and Hawaii vaults ahead. Now, head coach for Bakersfield, Giovanna Mello, told us before the match, Chris, that she felt like the other night her team came out a little intimidated through the first 2 sets. They fought back, Hawaii perhaps going through a lull in set 3, and the Roadrunners able to push it to a 4th, but she said she doesn't expect the fear factor to play into tonight's effort. Here's Taylor from the opposite position.
She said they were definitely tight and finally relaxed about an hour into the evening.
Higgins goes middle to Maglio. Emily Maglio. Part of the discussion in the Game On presented by Straub. Emily Maglio and Annie Mitchum being sort of the 2 interchangeable parts at that second middle blocker position. Haynes is dug up by Taylor. Higgins goes back row to Manu Olivao, and she sends it into the twine.
Manu Olivao did not get a good enough approach there, I don't think. Not a good enough run-up. And that set was also on the 10-foot line rather than being inside the 10-foot line. A little bit tougher shot.
So here is the libero, Jocelyn Rodriguez, the junior from Mexicali, Mexico. Also a net serve, so back it goes to Hawaii, 6 serving 4 coming up, and here's Nikki Taylor. Another fantastic performance. The opener against Bakersfield on Friday, 20 kills, hit 441, 11 digs, 8 blocks. As Haynes puts it down. And it's a point for Bakersfield.
It looked like that's the antenna. Dave Shoji said yes. Nikki Taylor said yes. I thought it wiggled the antenna on the way over, but nobody else saw it.
Ernie Ho right there. So if he didn't see it, usually means it was the right call. We'll see, though.
Take a look and see what the correct call is here as the ball Oh, it's Sanjeta right there. Yes.
Huh.
We did have it right. Dave Shoji and I and you.
Maglio atoning for that last out hit. Able to find that deep corner to right the ship. Little athletic justice perhaps there. From Sophie Flemian. A defensive specialist and also the backup setter to Louisa Martins. Khalid Greeley with the serve. Outside it goes to Urias. Big time bomb hit. And it is a point for Bakersfield, and again, an exuberant celebration following that score.
Urias would love nothing more than to get off to a hot start tonight because she struggled the other night. 8 kills, 10 errors, hitting negative .069.
7 serving 7. Kahakai with the pass. Higgins goes D-set to Taylor. No blockers up, and she made him pay.
I'm not sure what the strategy is there to put no blockers up on the #2 attacker in the country.
I'm pretty sure that was not by design. I'm just guessing.
I think I would put 3, maybe 4 blockers up to try to stop Nikki Taylor. What a start she's had.
Track ball, track
So
ball.
Claire Marie Anderson now off the bench to serve. Sawyer with the pass. She'll get the set on the outside. Pulls the string. Taylor, pancake save. Greeley from the back row, and that's dug up by Flemian. Sawyer a second time against a solo block attempt this time. And this time she rips it down for the Bakersfield point.
I thought her first tip shot was down, hit the Terraflex, but see if Nikki Taylor actually does get her back of her hand underneath. Oh, maybe she did. And there's the angle shot. And a great celebration by Kelsey Sawyer, who has got a gun of an arm. Wow.
McGill dug up by Dunbar low, but McGill a second crack at it. You don't want to give her too many opportunities as she pounds it for another Hawaii point. But looky here, 9 serving 8, Chris, and in the early goings, what Giovanna Mello was discussing, the fear factor not playing a role here tonight. Bakersfield right there with Hawaii early. And Higgins sends it long, so it draws even again.
I think that what Giovanna Mello, their coach, said was the tension and sort of the intimidation of this Stan Sheriff Center. They're going to play in front of about 6,000 fans, maybe over a 2-year period. They had them all in one night the other night. I think there was just a little bit of nervousness going on.
Here's Mano Olivao. Oh, went up the elevator there, but the dig by Martins back over the net. And Mano Olivao with another mash from that opposite position.
The first set wasn't where Mano Olivao wanted it. The second one was a poor dig. There was an overpass, and Ty capitalized on that one.
Ty, who had an ace to go along with her 11 kills the other night, gets the dig there. And it's going to be two-handed over. So free chance here for the Roadrunners. Outside to Sawyer, the dink right there to cover it is Higgins. Kahakai sets up Taylor, a little wide of the pin. She's blocked, but Higgins there to cover. Kahakai tries it again to Taylor, roofed. And it's Freeland again.
Freeland almost having her way with Nikki Taylor. Blocked 2 balls straight down and touched the third. That's more than any other middle blocker has done this year, I think.
A transfer from Western Wyoming Junior College led the program in blocks last season, had 135 for the year. Here's Greeley on the outside by the double block, hard angle.
Really very quiet the other night. 3 kills only against the Roadrunners. My guess is that she will be much more offensive tonight. Ms. Consistency.
Here's Kahakai, the reigning Big West Conference Defensive Player of the Week. Step out goes to Haynes, but the block was up. Greeley and Maglio.
Greeley at 6'2", Maglio at 6'3", forming a solid block on the outside.
Watch ball.
Oh, that's a good serve by Kahakai. Good pass by Urias considering. But now a chance for Hawaii. Maglio in the middle. That was a slam dunk of a kill. Timeout taken by Bakersfield. Mags putting Hawaii up 3. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the Kaiser Permanente keys to the match. Chris.
Well, for Bakersfield, they got to get some help for Kelsey Sawyer. She had 16 kills last night, hit almost 300. Grasso and Urias, the other outside hitters, had 17 kills together, but they had 15 errors. And for Hawaii, are they going to get the third set blues again? They had it against Eastern Washington. They had it against Bakersfield. Will it happen again tonight? We shall see.
Urias, great dig. Manuel Leval, second touch Higgins, and Taylor sends it over. And then on the attempted dump shot, Maglio was able to get a fist on it. So back to Bakersfield it goes. Now in the middle, Freeland finds the floor.
It seems eminently obvious that Bakersfield is much more relaxed tonight than they were the other night. We're in the middle easier, a lot of smiles on the bench, and they're hanging in there 13-11 against this nationally ranked Rainbow Wahine team.
Into the net it goes. Yeah, you're talking about Hawaii trying to avoid the third set blues. Bakersfield trying to give the Rainbow Wahine a reason to feel the first set blues. They're hanging around here about midway through.
Rodriguez with her second serving error of the night. She had 3 on Friday.
Good serve by Nikki Taylor, who had an uncharacteristic 5 service errors herself the other night. Greeley, the block was late, and she took advantage. Kalei Greeley, 4th on the team in kills, averaging 2 per set, hitting .235 on the year. Had the 3 kills on just 15 attempts. Hit .133 the other night against Bakersfield.
How about the kill leaders so far? You like to see this. Maglio with 4, McGill with 3, Greeley with 2. Those are the 3 people that usually get the least amount of kills. Like to see Taylor getting fewer sets and even fewer kills. Spread the wealth around.
12 serving 15 here. Higgins goes high and away to Greeley. Groundhog Day here in the opening set.
Greeley with as many kills in the first 15 minutes as she's had all night in 2 hours on Friday night.
3 kills on 4 swings for Kalei Greeley, and she retreats back to serve.
The closer's in. The closer.
And Kendra Kelch in at setter. Step out, that goes to Dunbar low, blocked back. Bump set goes to Urias on the outside, but she hits it into the antenna. So Hawaii up now a handful. Things starting to get away from the Roadrunners a bit. There's a good look at Kendra Kelch, and another good story in the pregame show about the mindset of a reserve player. Always got to be ready.
A lot like baseball pitchers, who've got to have that mentality of being able to close.
Well, she was able to close up that block right next to Maglio. And again, Hawaii establishing the authority at the net.
This is going to be, I think, Hawaii's trademark this year, other than Nikki Taylor having her monster year. I think their blocking at the net, as you said, could be the thing they most rely on for success.
Dunbar low, dug up by Taylor. The set goes to Mano Leval. But they're going to call a mishandle against Kendra Kelch on the set. And that prompts Dave Shoji to call upon Taylor Higgins to re-enter the match. But it's tough as a reserve player. I mean, just the mentality of having to turn it on once you enter the match, and then, just the physical challenge of being ready and warm enough once you enter the match.
Exactly, and there's a great step-out move by Maglio. Unfortunately, there was a better block by Kelsey Sawyer, but Hawaii's got to do more of that running behind the center, I think, to be more diverse offense.
Higgins sets up Taylor in the back row. Flat-footed hit is dug up. Now Sawyer against a solo block. Got it past Higgins and down. And Bakersfield again pumping fists, showing that major enthusiasm as they have worked it back within 3.
OC Sports, presented on Oceanic Time Warner Cable, is sponsored by Straub.
Welcome back to the Stan Sheriff Center. Series record sponsored by Aston Hotels and Resorts. This is the second ever meeting between these two teams. Hawaii winning in 4 2 nights ago. And they were helped along by many of those. Taimanu Olivao slams. She had 11 kills the other night, hit 269, also had a service ace. And that was another hammer from the outside spot.
Maglio, being the kill leader so far, drew a lot of attention in the middle there, leaving Taimano Olivao with only one blocker on the outside.
Step out, that goes to Katie Dunbar low. And it's blocked back.
The co-captain from Hilo taking over at the net now. Second solo block of the year for Ty.
Good serve by Anderson, past Rodriguez. They go to Dunbar low again, dug up by Taylor, and then McGill in the middle.
Oh, I like that set from Taylor Higgins. Running away from the net, setting it from about the 8-foot line, just firing it up to the net to a rising Olivia McGill.
So Bakersfield cut it to 3. Dave Shoji signals for that timeout, and right now it's back up to 6 for Hawaii, but Kelsey Sawyer, the go-to for the Roadrunners, able to blast it off of the hands and down.
She's been going so much cross-court that Taylor Higgins moved that block in. Sawyer saw that and pulled the ball off Higgins' right hand down the line.
Sawyer, a preseason All-Western Athletic Conference selection. Bakersfield, the defending WAC tournament champions. Taimano Olivao off the block. Roadrunner overpass on the dig, and second time was a charm.
Once again, the two middles for Hawaii leading everybody in kills. McGill with 5, no errors, hitting .714, and Maglio with 4 kills.
Here's Taylor Higgins. Sends that one into the net. She had a fantastic serving night against Bakersfield on Friday. 5 aces to go along with her 40 assists.
Tonight, 3 service errors already. Not a good sign.
So Martins, the other setter, will serve. Manu Olivao, perfect pass. And that allows Higgins to look to Olivia.
Higgins is going mostly wrist away, and all of a sudden she saw the blocker there. That was Courtney Freeland, and so she cut it back across her body. Smart move by Olivia.
Here's Ty, 23, serving 18. Pass tight to the net. Haynes able to just soft touch it, and Hawaii wasn't able to react quickly enough.
It was like night and day from the first set on Friday night. What an improvement by Bakersfield. They got blown out 25-11 in the first set on Friday night.
Here's Taylor on the opposite side, goes down the line, misses wide, point Bakersfield.
Each coach has 1 timeout left here as we get through the 20s. Guarantee if Bakersfield scores again here, Dave Shoji will use his second timeout.
Greeley with the pass, so Higgins goes again to McGill in the middle, and again she comes through. Her 7th kill of this opening set.
One of the reasons the middles are getting so much action is the passing is so much better than it has been lately.
And Savannah Kahakai will serve for set 1. Pass Rodriguez. Outside, the set goes to Urias. Forget about it. Access denied. Maglio and Taylor, and set 1 goes to the home team, Rainbow Wahine. Can Hawaii sustain the level of energy?
OC Sports, presented on Oceanic Time Order Cable, is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii and Kaiser Permanente.
Well, Chris, you talked up Emily Maglio in the pregame, and she came through for you. 4 kills on 6 attempts, hit .333. Also had a trifecta of blocks in that first set.
Yeah, I think she really wants to stay on the court. She doesn't want to come out, so she knows that her offense has been slightly lacking sometimes, and so I think she's really exerting an extra effort to make sure that she produces offensively, kind of like Calais Greeley's doing tonight.
Yeah.
After only 3 kills on Friday night, picks up 3 more already tonight.
take a look at tonight's Jack Fact. And here it is. Oh, what a week. Sophomore libero Savannah Kahakai. Yeah, career high 19 digs versus then second-ranked Florida. Then named Big West Defensive Player of the Week following her performance that weekend. And then a new career high just this past Friday in the first run-in with CSU Bakersfield. So yeah, Savannah Kahakai, who just appears to be getting more and more comfortable with that libero jersey on.
I think she relishes the competition too between her and Grasso and Ponce and Claire Anderson, Terry Anderson.
Here's Taylor on the D set, diving save by Martins. So Hawaii will get another stab at it. It's McGill in the middle. The touch shot works. How about the stats on McGill? 8 kills on 10 attempts, 0 errors.
Oh, just a mere 800. You know, the girls are men and women's volleyball. It's like a batting average in baseball. You know, you hit 300, you're going to make several $1 million a year. You hit 800, I don't know what they're going to pay Olivia, but it would be a lot if she were a baseball player.
Second 13. Tie. 13 to net.
Taylor Higgins to serve. They go step out to Haynes. And Olivao with the block. Here's Sawyer. And it goes off the block and into the antenna.
Sawyer continues her efficient ways. Her 5th kill. Only 1 error. You see her season average hitting 260, but she's hitting better than that here in Hawaii. She seems to love the Stan Sheriff Center.
Entered the week 7th all-time in career kills at Bakersfield. The 10th player to surpass the 1,000 kill plateau. And McGill racking up a huge offensive night. Then she goes off the block and down. Olivia McGill. OMG. What do you think?
Sounds good.
That's Grasso, the junior from Sao Paulo, Brazil, who had 9 kills on 30 swings, hit 133 with 8 digs the other night. Just 5'6", gets up off of the Terraflex for sure.
She does her Mahina Alaneki impression again.
I love that comparison. 2 serving 2. Here's Greeley, down the line and in. So steady Calais, continuing the onslaught. 4 kills on 5 swings, hitting 800 herself to match Olivia McGill.
Really often goes cross court into area 5. This one, area 1. Just drills it, nobody home.
Haynes on the slide, almost takes out the line judge.
Dean Tamura there coming to protect himself.
Easy call, though. If it hits you and you're the line judge standing outside the court, it's an easy call, right?
Probably out.
Here's Haynes again on the slide, able to split the block, but right there was Higgins. Thumb set, a little off target. Really soft touches it over. Chance now for the Roadrunners. Grasso blocked en route. Taylor and Maglio sealing it up.
Well, that was the land of the giants for Grasso, going up against the 6'4" Nikki Taylor, the 6'3" Emily Maglio. It's about as big a block as Hawaii can put up there against their smallest outside attacker.
Middle set blocked. En route. Maglio again, and that prompts a timeout from Giovanna Mello. Emily Maglio leaving her stamp all over this match. Welcome back. Let's check out the First Hawaiian Bank top 3 NCAA Division I points per set. That's kills, blocks, and aces. Nikki Taylor entering the week number 2 in the nation, behind only Samantha Bricio of USC. Nikki Taylor has entered some rare air here in 2015. Haynes blocked. Is it returned? Maglio says thank you very much.
Hawaii's block just causes so many problems for teams that have undersized outside hitters.
5-0 run here for Hawaii. Maglio now 5 kills, hitting .429 and a handful of blocks. Grasso gets it by the double block, but right there is Kahakai. Here's Greeley. She's blocked. A little reversal of fortune there as Katie Dunbar-Lowe along with Sydney Haynes, able to put up the wall.
What a turnaround for Bakersfield from Friday night to Sunday. Only one block all night Friday. That's their 4th block tonight.
Haynes sends it down the line. Higgins goes middle to Maglio, and she does it lefty. Had to adjust midair. You see her reaction.
She's great at giving expressions like that. So not where she wanted it.
and still made it work. The old switcheroo. There's Grosso off one leg. Good cover by Manuel Leval. Higgins, D-set to Taylor. No blockers up. Dug up by Rodriguez. And Hawaii now with it. Here's Greeley over the double block. Rodriguez digs it back over the net. Maglio in the middle. Rocks the sentiment.
Emily Maglio coming out of nowhere. What an offensive show she's putting on tonight. 7 kills, 2 errors, hitting .556. That's triple her normal average.
Coming in, averaging 1.3 kills per set, hitting .266 on the year. And had the serve to follow it up, courtesy Nikki Taylor. The reigning AVCA and ESPNW National Player of the Week. That's another beauty. Grosso from the outside, pumps it long. Was there a touch? No. Hawaii creating some significant separation here in this second stanza.
Good block, so imposing out there. Although Taylor Higgins is out there now, I think Grosso might be well served to try to hit line over Hawaii's smaller block.
And
again, instead, Hawaii's going to get a free ball.
Yeah, thanks to that Nikki Taylor serve. Higgins, Maglio. I tell you what, they are locked in right now in the interior portion of that twine. Timeout taken by Bakersfield. 12-3. Rainbow Wahine running away.
Big Island Candies, the perfect place to find the perfect gift. Visit them at their flagship store in Hilo at Ala Moana Center or online at bigislandcandies.com to see their amazing selection, including delicious chocolate-dipped shortbreads.
Welcome back. 12-3 in favor of Hawaii here in the second set rematch. Hawaii versus Bakersfield. Nikki Taylor is delivering some darts from the service line, and that's another ace. 6-0 run for Hawaii.
And in case you just joined us, Emily Maglio has now got her career-high 8 kills. Hawaii's got 20 of the 43 sets have gone to the middle. That's about 48%. A good night would be if you get 20% of your sets going to the middle.
And it's another service ace, back-to-back style from Nikki Taylor. How about the kills themselves? Maglio and McGill with 16 between them of the 24 total kills. So you're talking 66% there for the middles.
That's crazy.
Taylor this time takes something off. And it misses the corner. Hawaii. The well-padded lead here. Bakersfield has shown the ability, though, to display some grit. Carol Grosso sort of embodies that. Her serve is passed by Manuel Leval. They find Taylor, no blockers up. Everyone's sort of backing off there. Good dig, Flemian. Grosso. Hawaii getting a touch on that one, and then Maglio. Oh, Canada! With her 9th kill.
She is just bringing it all. Great set by Taylor Higgins as well. Maglio, solid approach. She's getting up early. Very aggressive.
Greeley will serve. And it's an ace, and it was a result of what was essentially a whiff between 2 players in the back row for Bakersfield.
And Greeley hits that flat floater that will jump up and down using these air currents in the Stan Sheriff Center. I'll tell you, not an easy serve to pass.
Bakersfield, you're going to want some windows or doors shut here. Good touch up front by Hawaii. Here's Manuel Leval. Up the ladder and down the chute. Hawaii opening up a 13-point advantage here in the second.
Ty gets a great set from her former teammate, Taylor Higgins.
And into the match comes Casey Castillo, the 6'3" freshman from Oceanside, California. She will serve. Pass by Rodriguez. Outside it goes to Sawyer. Unleashes another one. Through the block and down. I mean, I don't know if I've seen any other outside hitter who hits with the same force and velocity. She's right up there with the hardest hitters we've seen.
Yeah, definitely. She was just peppering the paws of Taylor Higgins that time.
Attempt to block at your own risk. Here's Mano Olivao.
Oh, and how about the bump set save by Taylor Higgins to give Ty Mano Olivao a good swing. There's the bump set save. Wow, and Ty Mano Olivao loves it.
Good to see the ear-to-ear smile of the senior. That was nearly an ace. It goes back over the net. Then the one-hand set by Higgins. McGill unable to put it down. Hawaii gets it back. Mano Olivao. Look out in the front row.
Touch them all.
Yeah, that would be a four-bagger for Ty. And for the fans sitting in the front row here at the Stan Sheriff Center, you got to keep your head on a swivel. It is a risk. Pass by Kahakai. Taylor from the back row. And again, Bakersfield, Chris, it's now looking like by design they are not putting up a block.
I'm not sure why they're doing that. I think they're paying a lot of attention to the middles because Hawaii has been setting the middles about 50% of the time. So I think they're just trying to pay attention there and leaving the outsides sort of alone.
Sawyer. Kahakai got the first touch. Higgins chases down the second touch, and Castillo sends it back over. Sawyer again. No returning that laser beam. Point for the Roadrunners.
Nice hustle by Hawaii with Sawyer. When she's given a second chance, she just ups the velocity, that's all.
7 serving 19 here in the second. And that's an ace. Mano Olivao couldn't quite get the platform underneath it.
It's no wonder Kelsey Sawyer was voted preseason all-WAC, made all-tourney at the Creighton tournament earlier this year, and is number 10 in career points all-time at Bakersfield.
Here's Taylor from the outside position. Great dig, Rodriguez, but nobody could get her back. So it goes in the book as a Nikki Taylor kill. And of all players, Nikki Taylor, the one who, prior to that put down, was flatlining it. It's her 4th kill of this match on 13 attempts.
13, KC. 13, right?
Now hitting 0.77, and McKenna Granado, the freshman out of Punahou, in to serve, and nice decision there by Dave Shoji.
Sick all week last week. Did not attend one practice, therefore she did not play Friday night, but has gotten healthier, obviously, over the last few days, and comes up with an ace the next time she touches the ball at Stan Sheriff Center, and follows it up with an air. I just watch here. Sorry.
It's what happens when you're talking about freshmen sometime, right? You take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
But McKenna Granado has provided a lot of good here in this early portion of the season for this team. Rodriguez will serve, goes cross court, good pass by Castillo. McGill in the middle, diving save. Haynes from the opposite side and stuffed. Casey Castillo.
Might have been her first career block.
It is.
For the University of Hawaii. A couple freshmen on the floor right now with Castillo and Granado.
Yeah, Casey Castillo.
People get a look at the future a little bit.
Yeah, welcome to the block party, Casey.
There you go. Hawaii with 8 blocks now to Bakersfield's 4.
Dave Shoji, of course, in his 41st season. Turns 69 in December. But you see how he's been operating on the sideline. And of course, we showed the celebration following the win over Florida. And Dave Shoji still has the same amount of energy, passion, you name it, that he's had his entire career. And now making all kinds of moves here, putting Katiana Ponce, who was also out sick in the first match against Bakersfield. She serves. Here's Haynes, able to get it by the block that hadn't quite formed and keeps Bakersfield alive.
Good swing by Sydney Haynes. Made the all-WAC freshman team last year. Number 2 blocker for this team in 2014.
Castillo tried the two-handed, went right through the palms. Service ace. Bakersfield within 11 here. Haynes serves again. Castillo again trying to two-hand it and again struggling with it.
This is an intentional form of passing that Jeff Hall has kind of installed into the team. A lot of men's teams do this with float servers, is step up and take it with their hands.
And Haynes sort of lets the Wahine off the hook there by serving it out. I mentioned Jeff Hall still serving an administrative leave here this weekend, scheduled to return this upcoming week. Outside, it's Grosso, sends it down the line. Right there is Granado. Higgins goes high and away to Castillo. She got career block number 1 a moment ago. That is career kill numero 1 for Casey Castillo.
Nice set from Higgins the outside. And at 6'3", you know, Castillo can go over just about any block if she hits it at the right contact point. That one was hit high and hard.
Aloha ball for Hawaii here in this second set. Maglio able to play ping pong at the net, and then the step out is dug up. Here's Mags in the middle. And why not? Why not continue the theme of the night? Hawaii dominating in the middle. Maglio, 10 kills to lead everybody. And the Rainbow Wahine with a chance to reach into the broom closet. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the McDonald's match statistics. Some heavy advantages, obviously, for Hawaii, Chris.
Obviously, what jumps out is Hawaii, 31 kills. Bakersfield, only 14. Hawaii hitting 426. They usually hit around 270 on the year, so big number. They had 380 the other night on Friday night, and Bakersfield only hitting 060. Not a good number. Blocks Hawaii doubling up on the Roadrunners, 8-4. Hawaii still being dominant at the net.
So here we are again, same scenario facing Hawaii on Friday. Up 2-0 against Bakersfield. They would go on to lose the third set and would have to win in 4. How do they try to make it a quicker evening and finish it up here in the third tonight?
Well, their match prior, they also lost to Eastern Washington in the third set as well. I'm sure Dave Shoji, was talking to the ladies in the locker room saying, hey, you know what? Let's not lose the third set this time. Let's keep the pressure on and go 3 and out. Get the broom out, as you like to say, and let's sweep.
Let's check out how it works, presented by Central Pacific Bank while we have a chance here, Chris.
Well, this is, I think, in the second set where the ball is on overpass, and Maglio, instead of going up and pounding it down, she takes the pass and goes up and runs a play, hits the quick set. One of her 10 kills on the night.
As we return to live action, Hawaii serving to open this third set. It was a hit that went out from Grosso. So Hawaii gets the first point here in the third. Taylor Higgins to serve.
Higgins, error number 4 on the night. She said, when she gets hot, she's really hot, like she was against Florida in that 5th set. No more pressure than that 5th set against Florida, the number 2 team in the country. And she just ripped off jump serve after jump serve. Tonight, 4 errors, very uncharacteristic of Taylor Higgins.
Paige Getman with the serve for Bakersfield. Nikki Taylor on the outside block. She bumps it up. So Annie Mitchum sets it up for Taylor, who pushes it left-handed through the block and down. Yes, Annie Mitchum getting the start in the middle here in set number 3. At middle blocker, not setter, just to avoid any confusion.
She's got her first assist of the night. She got her first assist before she got a block or a kill.
Almost gets pegged in the back of the dome from the time on Olival serve. So 2 serving 2. It is very natural, though, for teams in this situation when you're Hawaii and you are heavily favored perhaps physically, dare we say, superior to the opposition, it's easy to kind of start to put it in cruise control, if you will. Here's Higgins going opposite side to Taylor. Rodriguez dug it up. That may have gotten a piece of her chin. Hawaii has it again. Taylor will take a second crack at it and cracks it through the block and down.
I'll tell you, Bakersfield is doing a great job of digging Nikki Taylor, blocking her once in a while. The only time they have problems is when they have no blockers up. Then it's kind of hard to defend against Nikki Taylor.
Taylor with 6 kills, hitting 176, but she has filled up the stat sheet. 3 service aces, 6 digs, 4 blocks, and another all-around effort. Hey, if you need tickets to an upcoming UH contest, visit HawaiiAthletics.com, call 944-BOWS, or visit the Stan Sheriff Center box office. 3 easy ways to get your seats for exciting UH sports action. Haynes dug up by Higgins. Bump set Kahakai to Taylor, who's blocked. Good save off of the ricochet by Greeley, and then Hawaii scrambles to get it back over. Haynes on the slide. Pulls the string at just the right moment.
Great shot by Sydney Haynes and a terrific set from Luisa Martins. Kind of faking out the block a little there. She had a split block, and Haynes decides to just tip it over rather than hit through that seam. She just tipped it over. Smart play by Sydney Haynes.
The WAC all-freshman team member last year, Sydney Haynes. Here's Greeley, who was a Big West Conference all-freshman team member last year, but she sends that one beyond the deep corner. So Bakersfield up 1 here, and the opening of this 3rd set, at least, familiar to what we saw on Friday night. Here's Taylor, double block up, kill down. Point Hawaii, 4 serving 4 coming up.
Where Hawaii struggled in the 3rd sets against Eastern Washington last weekend and against Bakersfield on Friday night is when the other team started playing well, combined with Hawaii hitting errors. So we'll see if Hawaii hits for a better percentage here in this 3rd set.
Well, that'll help. Nikki Taylor with her 4th service ace of the match. She came into this one leading the team with 17 aces on the season.
Hawaii with 6 aces on the night.
Even she has to break a little smile. Makes life easier. You can get some of those service aces to pile up.
Got Celebrity Row behind her.
Yeah.
Mark Sakai in from Washington, D.C. Governor Ige.
We got Joe Moore.
Joe Moore.
From KHON2 also here.
It's like a who's who. Why aren't you there?
I'm over here with you.
What do we call this row?
It's the VUP, very unimportant
There you go. There's the VIP
section.
There's VIP row.
There's Rodriguez to serve. Going tit for tat on the service errors. Hawaii back up 1.
Rodriguez with service error number 3 on the night. Identical number to what she had on Friday night.
Nice, stay out there on 13.
Here's Khaled Greeley, entered with 6 service aces herself into this match tonight. On the outside, that's Sarah Little. Dug up. Now Taylor on the D set. Forget about it. And again, the block was proposed at least, but it was very late going up. They are not seeing that set coming, Chris.
You know, they won't see this D set all year long. Not many teams run this in the country. And so that's why they were late. They're not used to seeing that. They've played all these 10 matches so far and never seen having to block the D-ball.
That's a really good point right there. Here's Haynes from the opposite side. Higgins there with the dig. So Kahakai, bump set to Manolevau, and she's denied.
That was a solid block that time from Page and Getman. One of 2 6-footers on this Bakersfield team. Hawaii has 10,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, Hawaii averages 6 feet for the first time in program history. Maglio pushes it off the block and out. So Maglio with her 11th kill on her 13th attempt. She has 5 blocks. Just a monster night for Emily Maglio. Career night here so far in her young Rainbow Wahine career.
Absolutely. Notice that Olivia McGill your OMG is sitting the set. Usually Olivia stays in, and Maglio and Mitchum take turns splitting the rest of the night. But tonight, McGill's going to sit in set number 3, and the other 2 M's are going to play.
Oh, that one blasted, and look out. VIP section. Take cover.
Was that a touch of all as well? It looked like it was still rising at the VIP section.
The eyes opened up a little wider there from some of the celebs in the house. That's Little from the outside, Sarah Little. One of 3 seniors on the roster who is from Bakersfield.
One of 5 local girls on this team.
Only played volleyball for 2 years at Bakersfield High School before going to CSU Bakersfield. And Grosso sends it into the net. So these were some of the mistakes that Hawaii was making in Friday night's 3rd set that Bakersfield was taking advantage of, but Roadrunners not helping their own cause here right now.
Grosso's parents played on the Brazilian national team. That's pretty good DNA.
Sawyer, Mitchum, and Taylor, forget about it.
Now that, I think, is the largest block that Hawaii can put up, and it's going up against the most prolific attacker for Bakersfield. 6'4" Taylor on the outside, 6'3" Mitchum on the inside.
Higgins dug up by Rodriguez. And it's going to be an ace. Taylor Higgins perhaps starting to calibrate that jump serve a little bit. And a timeout taken by the Roadrunners as Hawaii has gone up by a handful, looking to close the deal. Welcome back. Let's take another look at the series record sponsored by Aston Hotels and Resorts. Just in case you forgot, this is the 2nd meeting ever between these 2 programs. Long history that goes back to Friday night. Higgins with another devastating serve, but a good pass by Sawyer, who then gets blocked. Rodriguez, though, to cover. Sawyer a second time. Dug up by Kahakai back over the net. So they go to Sawyer a 3rd time. Kahakai there again. Taylor, soft touch, diving save Martine. Sawyer, that time, the 4th time was the charm.
What a rally. Kelsey Sawyer giving it everything she had. I think she had 4 swings there. Great pickup. Keep that ball alive. And she just is fearless when it comes to attacking the ball with velocity. 8 kills, leading the way of all attackers for Bakersfield tonight.
8 serving 12. Pass Kahakai. Higgins goes to Manu Olivao from the opposite position, and she put her hurting on that one. The versatility of Taimano Olivao, Nikki Taylor, Calais Greeley, it gives Dave Shoji almost endless options.
Yeah, he really does have a lot of buttons that he can push, for sure.
Sawyer against the double block. Kahakai able to stick the dig again. Now Taylor. That was a match.
You know, what's setting up Nikki Taylor right now, too, is that so much attention has been paid to the middles tonight. I think their middle right there thought the ball was going to go to Mitchum. It did not. She couldn't get out to block Nikki Taylor in time.
Sawyer that time tooling the block. Bakersfield trying to just hang around here. They don't want to end this Hawaiian Island trip just yet. They'd like to play a little bit longer if at all possible. There's Martins to serve. Two-handed by Greeley. Mitchum in the middle. That was a huge swing. The block, though, and Olivao with the save. Now Greeley off of the bump set from Kahakai. Diving save Rodriguez, and it'll be a free chance for Hawaii. Played by Olivao. Higgins, quick set middle to Mitchum, blocked. Saved, though, by Greeley and punched over. Right side, here's Haynes. Diving save Kahakai. Good rally. Can Greeley end it? No! Instead, it's Sydney Haynes who ends it from the other side of the net.
What a block by Sydney Hayes, and credit Bakersfield for just hanging in that rally, being patient, kept digging, kept the ball alive. And look at Savannah Kahakai, 23 digs on Friday night, continuing to do her job. And there is the great block by Hayes, and Courtney Freeland also went on it.
Giovanna Mello said that was one of the reasons they were able to put up such a good fight after the first 2 sets on Friday. She said we just kept at it and tried to rely on keeping rallies alive and putting the pressure and onus on Hawaii to make plays. Unfortunately for them, Hawaii started to make some errors, thus the rally from Bakersfield.
Exactly. Persevering and patient.
10 serving 14. Kahakai with the pass. That's a good one. Mitchum in the middle. The dink. Rodriguez sniffs it out. Now Sawyer. Dug up by Kahakai. She's been all over that angle. Greeley over the block. Rodriguez there. Backside set. Haynes kept alive. Rodriguez sets up Sawyer by the double block. Two-handed in the air by Higgins. Now Greeley. And this rally goes on. Sawyer again. The dink. Diving save Higgins. But they're going to call the miss hit against Greeley, and another marathon sequence ends in a Roadrunner point.
Again, great patience by the Roadrunners. Why there, Greeley, I think she'd like to have that last play back rather than set it with her hands. Probably should have bump set that ball on second thought.
3-0 run here. And that ends with a service error.
Lisa Martinez out earlier this year. She had a concussion, was out almost 2 weeks. Two-time JC All-American. Made the All-WAC tournament team last year. Great setter.
Here's Sawyer. Kahakai has that angle just locked down. Now Taylor off the high hands and down for a Hawaii point.
That time Bakersfield had the block up on Taylor. She still finds a way to get over or around it.
Talk about Kahakai and where she's been positioned. Is that because of the effectiveness of the Hawaii block where she's able to just anchor down at a certain angle, knowing that's the only place that, in the case of Sawyer, the outside hitter can go?
Yeah, so it's a lot like soccer when there's like a set play and they line up the wall. And the goalie lines up the wall, and then the goalie takes the rest, whatever's left over. Well, Kahakai does the same thing. Takes whatever's left over from the block.
Good dig there by Mano Olivao. Middle set to Maglio. Now Sawyer sends it long.
Well, I thought it was a smart play by Sawyer to try to go down the line and use Nikki Taylor's hands, but because she's going cross-court so often and Kahakai's digging her so much cross-court. But she bit off a little more than she could chew.
Put over on the second touch. Diving save, Maglio. And Mano Olivao knuckles it over. Mag's doing a little bit of everything. Sends it back over there, ping pong style. Now Sawyer. There's Kahakai. Greeley pumps it just a little long, no touch up front. So the point after yet another lengthy sequence goes to Bakersfield. But look at Mags here.
She's proven that she can go to the floor. There she is.
Pretty good second touch by Higgins
She
as
had
well.
some great expressions in the middle of that play, too, when she bumped the ball over. She showed some frustration. Wears her emotions on her sleeves, to say the least.
Appeared in 22 sets last year. And here she is now starting with regularity for this 2015 Rainbow Wahine squad. Gets another try at it. Good save by Mano Olivao. It'll be a freebie here for Bakersfield. Martins goes high and away. Little is dug up by Higgins. Bump set by Ty to Taylor, off the block and out. Well, there was some major scrambling going on the Hawaii side of the net.
Finally, Hawaii won a marathon rally. First one in about 3 or 4 rallies.
$18 serving 12. Taylor just misses the end line. Bakersfield, still a young Division I program. They became a full-time D1 member in 2010. Prior to that, they actually had a lot of experience in the islands, played 27 matches in Hawaii at the Division II level against, of course, BYU, Hawaii, HPU, UH Hilo, and Chaminade.
And they're about 1/3 the size of Hawaii. They have 8,500 students versus Hawaii's, well, 25 or 30,000.
So So still obviously a burgeoning Division I program. Giovanna Mello in her second year has that pipeline to Brazil, which I think is going to obviously serve this program well. A lot of talent that she can possibly tap into. But Hawaii trying to finish it quickly here against the Roadrunners. Granado with the dig there. Maglio laying the smackdown.
Emily Maglio having a career in one night.
The facial expression, well, it is subtle at best. As Granado again serves it into the net. I mean, Maglio, she will smile, but it'll just be a small smile.
Yeah.
She'll have, she'll have sort of a sarcastic smirk, but it will be minimal. Olivao with the pass. Here's Mags on the slide. That one's set a little off the net, and she hits it long.
I'm glad she went behind the center, though. Developed that slide maneuver. Very important as the season goes on for Hawaii to be able to set that pin with a middle hitter.
How about the outside set to Mano Olivao? The Punahou connection of Taylor Higgins and Ty Mano Olivao. And Hawaii up a half dozen. The two captains connecting there.
Let 5 go, Annie.
Now Katiana Ponce out of Moanalua. Lettered 3 years there under head coach Tommy Lake. Outside, it's Little. Covered by Taylor, but the pass a little close to the net, and so Taylor Higgins decided to pull an impromptu dump shot that works.
Surprised that Coach Mello is not using her final timeout to slow Hawaii's run down. Giovanna, great setter at Arizona State for 2 years, graduated in 05.
There's Ponce. Middle set, Mitchum. Not letting Maglio have all the fun. Annie Mitchum able to drop a bomb herself.
And the story of the middles goes on tonight. Hawaii's middles just having a field day up front and getting set a lot because of the better passing.
How about an overpass there, thanks to the Ponce serve. Step out, Mitchum. What Mitchum and Maglio bring in terms of the presence of the slide, like you said, Chris, it can change the dynamic of this Hawaii offense. And they rise here at the Stan Sheriff Center on this Sunday evening. Ponce serving for the match. Just gets it over and forces the overpass. Higgins to Mitchum. Hawaii busts out the brooms and takes it. Ekahi Elua Aloha against the CSU Bakersfield Roadrunners.
How about 37 of the 87 sets tonight going to the 3 middles? That's almost half of the sets going to the middles. Obviously, Dave showed you saw something maybe in the defensive schemes of Bakersfield that he wanted to exploit the middles, but there's the 10-1 preseason record. Dave showed you was told that in August, would you take 10-1 at the end of the preseason? He'd say, yeah, in a heartbeat, especially with a victory over number 2 Florida.
You throw that in the mix. And right now, the Rainbow Wahine are sitting pretty, ranked number 12 in the country. Dave Shoji said the other night after the match, good teams finish these kinds of matches quickly. They did that tonight. Scott Robbs is with Dave.
Thanks a lot, Kanoa. Well, Coach Kanoa was just talking about what you said on Friday night. Good teams put away teams like this. You didn't do it Friday night. You did it tonight.
Well, we did, and I asked the team in the break if they knew what deja vu all over again meant. They went, yeah, Coach. All right, so we did a nice job coming out in Game 3.
Was the game plan to go to your middles? Was your game plan to go to your middles early and often? And particularly Maglio, she was terrific.
Well, we want to get more offense out of that one position. You know, McGill has given us a lot of offense. The other position, probably averaging a kill barely over 1 kill. So tonight, you know, we asked our center, hey, when they're available, to go to them, but they've got to be available. They don't always go hard on the transition, and that's what opens it up, and tonight they did.
Okay, the non-conference season is POW. You're 10-1. Are you where you wanted to be to get ready for the Big West?
I think we are. I think we're ready. We've been looking forward to the conference now for a week. We've got 2 tough matches. Cal Poly's playing really well now. Santa Barbara is always dangerous. So, you know, it'll be a tough weekend, but we're looking forward to starting the conference.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, Scott.
Back over to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Scott. Let's take a look at the Bank of Hawaii players of the match. Kelsey Sawyer, 10 kills, hitting .304, 2 blocks, and the career performance of Emily Maglio, the sophomore from British Columbia, Canada. 12 kills, hit .500, 5 blocks. It was good to see Mags dominating, perhaps a sign of some things to come from the young Rainbow Wahine. We'll take a break. We'll be back to cap things off before we lead you into the post-game show after this. Let's take a look at the Fujitsu air conditioning cool play of the match. We're going to go to the very end. In fact, match point, Chris.
Great serve by Tatiana Ponce right there. And here we see the step-out maneuver by Annie Mitchum to end it all. It's something I think Hawaii really has to get good at. They ran it actually twice there near the end. It's a really cool play to end the match because I think that Hawaii, when they go to the playoffs, are going to see a lot of step-out slide offenses. And unless they get good at it themselves and see it every day in practice, they're going to struggle against it in the playoffs.
Explain what Dave Shoji was talking about in terms of the middles making themselves available. He says they haven't always consistently done that. Tonight they did.
Sometimes when transition goes on and the ball's dug quickly and the middles they're busy blocking, and they turn around, they really don't go back and attack the net. And there was an emphasis in practice this week, I'm sure, that after the ball goes over past the block, that they back off and then attack the net right away, make a driving charge toward the setter. And that's a skill that is really has to be fine-tuned, and it has to be something that partly comes natural. And I think Dave Shoji would like to see that part of the middles game get better and better. The better it gets, the more Hawaii is going to be prolific, not only in the middle, but on the outsides. It's going to open things up for the outsides as well.
So we close the book, if you will, on non-conference play. It's Big West play coming up next week. But it sounds like Dave Shoji's pretty happy with where his team is right now.
Yeah, I think he really is. He'd love to have that UCLA game back over again, but then again, he got to pay back with the Florida game. But 10-1 is a terrific number to have, leaving the preseason. And a month ago, when they started their training, Dave Shoji was saying, I think 8-3, 9-2 would be good. 10-1 would be really cool, and 11-0 obviously would be really cool. But I think he's very happy with the progress of this team. Everything's coming together, and I think he's very optimistic about how the league season will go. I do know this: he's very wary of the league this year, because not only is Long Beach good, but there's some other sleeper teams out there that are very good that he's nervous about. Starting with Cal Poly next Saturday night. Santa Barbara, like he said, is always dangerous. So I think he's going to take one game at a time, but it's going to be a tough league. Yeah,
it's been a while since Hawaii has had a conference championship to itself, including last year when they were iced out completely. So, yeah, I think the Rainbow Wahine and Dave Shoji will be on a mission as they enter Big West play against UCSB and Cal Poly next week. That's it for us. Well, that's it for me. You're going to be going over for the post-game show and joining the Corner Crew. We will see you next time, everybody. We appreciate you watching. So for now, for Chris McLaughlin, I'm Kanoa Leahy. Aloha.